province of Albay. This is the Mayon Lahar News.
Eruption, flood, earthquake, and now, Lahar.
Not a good way to start a Merry Christmas for Albayanos this year as they started their December with Lahar food.
The destructive eruption of Mayon volcano may have already passed this year, but it is still taunting us today with this aftermath of Lahar flow with 29 barangays affected. This is a live news report from Porto Riza from Albay.
One of the culprits for this disaster is the Super Typhoon Remy, the biggest disaster yet for this season, that struck Albay province in the central Philippines. The storm dumped the previous amount of rain which combined loose volcanic ash and sediment on the slope of Mayon volcano. From the volcanic activity from July to August 2006 to generate massive landslide and lahar flows. It's exactly 3 p.m. today Thursday, and the last wave of lahar flow is seen within this hour. According to the people, the lahar flow started at 10 a.m. Among the affected areas, the hardest hit were the towns of Binabatan, Kamalig, Daraga, all in Albay province, are located in the southern foot of Mayon volcano. Ashley interviewed one of the victims today to collect more information about lahar flow. Ashley?
As of now, folks, due to the typhoon-induced lahar, many residents like Ali are afraid that the lahar may be able to affect their lives again, as the said disaster resulted in numerous houses, roads, and other infrastructures either burned or swept away by the flooding lahar and rampaging floodwaters.
What time did the typhoon hit your town?
I think it was 8 a.m. when the heavy rainfall occurred in our place. It brought our house to pieces. We thought we're already safe in our house. But then, when it's 10 a.m. in the morning, there's suddenly a quick rise flood of water in Lahar. For Pete's sake! The volcano did not even erupt.
But despite knowing that there's a typhoon, why did you stay here?
We stayed here because we know that it's just a regular typhoon. We're used to it.
What did you do when you saw that the lahar is coming to your town?
Of course, we're scared. We're thinking about what might happen. But thank God, someone noticed it and alerted us to stay in high places.
Thank you, Miss Ali. It seems that the lahar started in the middle of super typhoon between 10 a.m. and 6. The combination of intense rainfall and the presence of loosely deposited volcanic sediments on the slopes of Mayon volcano are the main culprits in this disaster. But it is strange that the lahar flows only occurred on the southern portion of Mayon volcano, since I received from the other reporters that there's no sign of lahar flows were observed in the northern areas. I hope we will receive such an explanation on this as we will continue to observe the Albay flood. This is Ashley, back to the studio.
It's not a very good start for Albayanos to start the Christmas season when disaster happens. Please continue to observe the province and report us the effect of Super Typhoon Remy. However, I am curious as well as the lahar was only seen in the southern part of Mayon volcano. Kim, is there any explanation for this disaster?
Yes, Cuisine, there is. For our viewers' sake, let us define lahar. Lahar is a hot or cold mixture of water and rock fragments that flows quickly down the slopes of volcano. It is a type of mass wasting, the downslope movement of rock, regolith, and soil under the direct influence of gravity. It is under the classification of sediment flow, under slurry flow, which contains 20% to 40% of water. Lahar are debris flows which compose mostly of volcanic material on the flanks of volcano. This takes place when a high unstable layer of ash becomes saturated with water and flows down the steep of volcano. On this disaster, Cuisine, the main culprit for this to happen is the heavy rains from the Super Typhoon Durian, which remobilized the volcanic ashes on the southern and eastern part of Mount Mayon, generating a major lahar. About your question, Cuisine, most of the ashfall and pyroclastic flow was concentrated in the southern and eastern part of Mount Mayon, mostly in the towns of Binabatan, Kamalig, Daraga, and Santo Domingo, which generated a sediment-laden flood and lahar. On the northern part, there are no lahar flow seen because of the dense vegetation and no materials of ash flow and pyroclastic flow.
The real question is,
How can we prevent landslides? The physical causes of landslides cannot be removed. However, by geological investigations, good engineering practices, and effective enforcement of land use management regulations can help to reduce landslide hazards. So, if you live in an area that's naturally prone to landslides, you want to follow steps to protect your property. Keep materials and structures away from slopes. Remove loose or heavy materials from the top of the slope. Rocks, falling trees, and other debris may partly at the top of a hill can put your property at risk for a landslide.
Clear off your property slopes and remove any material that may come loose to minimize landslide risk.
2. Avoid piling junk at the top of the hill.
If you pile up your junk on the top of the hill, it could come loose and slide down the hill. Junk includes food scraps, landcats, and spare parts. And also, pile up the debris at least 10 feet away from it.
3. Build shed and other structure from edge.
If you're planning to put a new structure on your property, make sure it's far from the edge of slope. We recommend consulting an engineer before building to ensure it's safe at distance. While there isn't a hard rule on how far it should be, you can follow their advice before you start building. The distance will depend on the soil, drainage, slope, and how prone the area is to landslide.
4. Fix any leaks in your pipes or drainage system.
Leaks in your water system, they can gradually erode the soil under your property. Hire a professional who can check all your pipes or ensure that there are no leaks. If you do find leaks, then make sure to fix them right away.
5. Use devices for protection against landslide.
Our purpose makes synthetic product for protection and grassing up slopes.
New mats provide two main erosion control mechanisms, and that is containment and reinforcement of the superficial ground. This is also useful as to increase the soil's resistance to erosion, and some fertile soil layer can also be placed in these mats to promote growth of vegetation.